Mm, This time we're looking at ShaderGlass. Uh, I did I did just realize for my the video I just did before uh, reshade. My monitor was at when I had swapped out the my dummy plug for the headless PC. The screen had defaulted to 1080p, and so that video where I talk about the quality, just you got to ignore those comments. I'll have to redo it to show better quality reshade. But I've set this one now. I'm back to 4K, and the shaders want that extra data, especially when I'm cutting it in half with stereoscopic for side by side. Like I'm even reducing it further with half side by side. So I'll do a follow up for better reshade quality. Uh, the thing that's nice, well, there's trade-offs between these two. So reshade, you kind of reshade I'll use, I think, still for if I'm using like I'm gonna play a game for a while, and I know I'm gonna want to play this game in 3D because I'll have that. I can do that initial setup, and I can dial in the depth map to what feels good. I like that, and then you just dial it in and you're good, and then you just launch the game and you're all set. So I like that. But on the other hand, I mean, I feel like everything should be in 3D if I'm looking at it in VR. And I don't want to have to set up reshade for every single game. So this is where kind of ShaderGlass is a newer tool that I'm learning of. I've never actually used it. This is I've just played with it for a little bit this well, yesterday really. The we'll see what I've learned so far. But it's interesting because it can just overlay on top of everything. There's not really a setup. Uh, and so we'll try it out, see how it does. Granted, it's going to have the advantage of now I'm in 4K when compared to reshade, but I don't think it has as much for dialing in for specific games. So trade-offs. But well, it's on itch. It's a Dado. It's on GitHub. There's a manual. It's also on Steam, and it's free. It's great. The Here's the trick: is because I'm in virtual desktop. If I just launch it, it launches and it's down here. I get this protected block content block, disable hardware acceleration in your browser settings to watch streaming services. Well, I went down this path. This is a virtual desktop streamer. It's blocking it. I went down this path. I turned off uh, all my browser hardware acceleration. I know Steam's got hardware acceleration. I turned that off. What is it? It's called HAGs in the display settings. I went and turned that off. I mean, I tried to turn off every hardware acceleration I could find, and I was still getting that because it's unusable right here. Like if I'm in an RDP session, a remote desktop to this headless computer, I can launch it and it's fine. But I mean, this was just, I was like, oh, it's broken. But that's not, I could not figure out how to get past that protected content. Like once that protection hit, it was unusable. So now I've got this shortcut down here, and I'm adding the -P command line argument for pause. And so when I'm in virtual desktop, and I turned on all my protection, right? I turned all hardware acceleration back on Steam, on the browsers, on HAGs. Hardware acceleration, it's arguable at HAGs. Some people say for, some people say against. I don't know. I leave it on. But all that is back on. And if it starts paused, it's fine. And the main thing is, now I can like select. Well, let's just look at it. We don't need to do this anymore. I need to be pointing it to a window. By default, what was happening is it was like looking at this entire desktop, and it's got this output mode of glass. And when the output mode of glass was at my entire display, that's what caused the protection warning. But if I was on a specific window like Steam, so let's go ahead and choose window. I want Steam. And the output we can see is at clone, or I can put it to glass. Now it'll be fine. And then I just need to start processing now. But if I was on glass and just an entire desktop, that's when it would, like if I switch over to the entire desktop and had it on, it would kick out that protected mode and it'd be down here minimized and useless again. But let's go ahead and start it. And so the glass it's supposed to be like you're looking through a glass. So when I overlay, like I'm tied to this window, but now when I overlay the Steam window, I get this effect. And specifically, I'm getting the 4x4. But let's switch to clone mode, and I'll try to make it a little bit bigger. Everything's hard in VR. Yep, can't grab it. Oh, I've lost my ability. I'm just gonna kill it. So boom, let's bring it back up again. The other thing is, I think I was seeing 60 frames per second. I should have more than that. Let's try turning. So it says changing these options. Let's try turning that on. And let's do the restart again to see if I get over 60 frames per second. And now we're going to choose Steam again. We're going to choose, we're on clone, and let's start it. Okay. Still stuck at 60 frames per second. I'll look into. I need to figure that out. But it's applying this 4x4 shader, and it's got this library built in. And so this is like that's a VHS. I'll try to get in a little bit more. U border bezel reflections. So it looks like they've just got an image around it too. Technicolor, scan line. So this is nice, just makes it a VCR. So this is pretty cool. Makes it a Game Boy Pocket. FXA, EGA, different CRTs. So that is interesting. Now you can see how it's just like it's a generic window for applying the same like shaders like reshade. And I like this library to go through as well. So that's the community, but then it's got a RetroArch library as well. So I think that's where most people are using it. And so will be interesting to the Xarcade 2 TV community. But let's get out of here, the demo, and now we're going to try to use this on Pinball FX2 again. Let's get some 3D going. And I'm going to change a setting first. I'm pretty sure I'm at, in the reshade video, I set this to full screen. Let's see if I need to have a window. So that I can point ShaderGlass to it. Okay, this is what I need. Yeah, so full screen I don't think would work. Borderless window or windowed would work, but we want borderless window. And I turn the anti-aliasing back on because we'll see if that affects ShaderGlass. Like the difference was, if I'm comparing it to, let me turn my audio down. I'm not that loud. The differences are like reshade didn't like the anti-alias. I don't know if it would have worked with one of these, but I just ended up turning it off. And so turn that back on for ShaderGlass, and I can make reshade work with full screen, but it's harder for me to get it to work for ShaderGlass. And I want that. I need that window because otherwise I hit that protected mode issue. Okay, so we've got that running. Now I need to get ShaderGlass. So get to my window, launch it. I'm going to point it to Pinball FX2. I want to select my shader. And this is where I don't have like as many options, but I'm going to do stereoscopic 3D. And what I want is shutter to side by side. So I need to get it to side by side. And I wish there was a top and bottom. There's no top and bottom here. And so I've selected it. Now I can see if there's parameters. Maybe I didn't. Mode, glass, shader, parameters. Maybe it has to, maybe I have to have it running first before I can see the parameters. Okay, let's check. Let's start it. Okay. I've got side by side. Do I have parameters now? Okay, I do have parameters. I'm not going to change any of those, but I'm glad it's got a default key in case I screw something up. And, oh, I'm getting over 60, I'm getting 120 frames per second. My monitor is set to 120 hertz. This is what I was noticing earlier when it was stuck at, this is when I noticed that I had screwed up the reshade video on 1080p. This is when my hertz were down. All right, so now I want to go to full screen. That's an output. The only other settings, so I did advance max capture rate. I think that's what was needed to give me the frames. Frames per second, 100%. Nothing here. Scale, nothing. Didn't change anything. Input, pixel size. I did set this to ×1. Otherwise, if you increase it, then you just get huge, like, old retro graphics. And I turned off the hotkeys. I want to use this using my mouse. And so in case the Xarcade 2TV keyboard inputs would get in the way of it. That's it. So let's go full screen now. All right, cool. So I'm in virtual desktop. It is rendering side by side. Maybe you can see my mouse. I've got an actual like mouse, the left mouse, like this one over there. Can you see it? That one is like the game mouse. So that's where I would actually click, not the one that's in the center of my screen right now. It'd be this one, which is because I haven't switched over to side by side yet. So let's kick into, see if we get 3D. All right, so I don't see it on this menu. Oh, I do not, my game controller is not registering anything. I think it's because the ShaderGlass window is full screen, but I just need to kick, let me, I can't, I get out of half side by side, let me get full Pinball FX, and now kick over. Okay, so now I'm hearing audio, which lets me know, yeah, it's got focus, and now game controller is working. I feel like I am getting some 3D even in this menu. I don't think we've done Avengers yet.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Definitely getting start new game. Some 3D effects.
I'm going to show you something beautiful.
Oh, the rails. Okay, the rails look a lot better, but that's also because it's 4K. I didn't do a fair comparison to reshade. I can read that text fine.
Suit up. We have work to do.
We can't be everywhere at once, but with this technology, we can end
we have
conflicts
two
before they
already?
even start.
Careful.
Just trap both of them. Let's look at
Looking good.
camera angles. I mean, it looks good. The edges look good.
That's it. Get out of here. I don't need you meddling.
Oh man, did you just... Iron Man, not cool. It looks good. Plays good.
Nothing lasts forever.
All right. Let's mess it up. Exit. All right, so it's a black screen now. I'm assuming that's ShaderGlass, and because its window just went away, right? It's listening for Pinball FX2, and that's gone. All right. Let's do this. Bad idea again. Display settings. Portrait. Okay. Let's launch. See if I can do this smoother now. Okay, now I'm going to do ShaderGlass. Oh, too high ShaderGlass. Shader, choose from library. I should have set this as my default. Stereoscopic. Shader to side by side. Output mode. Class already. So we don't want desktop. We need Pinball FX2. Let's get glass. Processing. Start. Output. Full screen. And then now I need to make sure Pinball FX2 has focus. Oh, and I need to kick this into, I can't do top and bottom. Oh, and I need to try the X-Arcade 2 TV this time. All right, this looks good. Promising.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I just realized I can also lay this down. So let's take that away, make it as big as I can. Alrighty. This might just work.
I'm going to show you something beautiful.
Let's rock.
Alright, switching to the X-Arcade 2 TV. Launch.
We can't be everywhere at once, but with this technology, we can end conflicts before they even start.
Careful.
Oh my,
That's it. Get out of here.
the game
I don't need
controller
you
is giving me
meddling
some
anymore.
rumble. Cause it's still hooked up. Pretty good. I don't notice as much 3D effect this time. Let me see if I can get a different camera. I think this is probably where I might have need to be top and bottom. I don't know. I don't know how to get that with ShaderGlass though. Alright, let's see if I put it back up. Okay, where do I want? So this metal ball is a little shiny. So it's, yeah, pretty good though. I think the
Thor's
3D
might is
effect
on
was
your
more
side.
noticeable in side by side. I'm not sure. But there's, I mean, the edges are fine. I can read all the text. Yeah, not bad. That's all.
Nothing lasts forever.